No sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust, and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Hey! Oh, take it! Dust! Bite the dust!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eagle Vision Basketball. I'm Chad Hearn, along with Austin Wader, Connor Hudgens, Andrew Hearn on camera. We are live from Buzz Boulding Arena, Conway High School, the site of the Lady Cat Invitational Basketball Tournament. Austin, it is the opening tip-off for the Lady Eagles 24-25 season.
Yeah, what do they got in store for year number 3 for you, Chad? I can't wait to see 2 trips to Hot Springs. I mean, what they got in store for you next? But no, I'm excited to see what they can do. And we talked about last year the competition level of this tournament and the non-conference in general. Coach Simon talked about. They're going to see it again here against a really good Springdale Har-Ber.
Yeah, this is, I think this is the first time they've ever played each other. Springdale Har-Ber out of the 6A West taking on the Lady Eagles 5A Central. A really tough assignment for game number 1 of your season. They had a scrimmage against Lake Hamilton last Saturday from the Eagles' Nest. That was a bit of a blowout. I think 72 points scored by the Lady Eagles. But again, first game of the season, coming off of it, you talked about it, 26-7, 16-1 season. The one is Greenwood.
Yep.
The only conference loss for the Lady Eagles last year, going again for the second year in a row, all the way to the state championship. You're right. 2 good years for Chad to come on board and watch the Lady Eagles run roughshod over the 5A and make it to the state finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great the last 2 years, and again, we talked about how much is back for this Lady Eagles team. We talked about it with Coach Simon. So much depth back from last year. You got some great senior players. Sydney Middleton still there, Maddie Mannion. Both Burnham twins were terrific. What do they have in store for year number 2? I mean, I could go on and on about every single player for these Lady Eagles. And the one thing I'm interested the most in, Coach Simon, we talked with him in the coaches show before the season. He said, we'll go fast still, but not as fast as last year. So curious to see what he means by that when we get into the game.
Yeah, I mean, Lexi Heston graduating, yep. That's a big loss, obviously, for the Eagles. And Coach Simon did talk about that at the coaches show. Though you've got Kim Henry now into the starting lineup for the Eagles. You've got several of these ladies that have played together for a long time, moving up into the varsity squad as freshmen last year. And then, every starter on this squad came into the varsity squad as a 9th grader. Pretty interesting stat line there for the Eagles.
I mean, that's why Coach Simon's like, yeah, we're a young team, but we got a ton of experience, and that's getting those ninth graders up, playing up here with them. But you mentioned Kim Henry most likely taking that starting role there. I'm interested to see what she does overall this year in the starting role. We know she can rebound. We know she can do that really well. When we go to her in the post, I can't wait to see what she does whenever we need her to go to the post on offense, having someone that we can rely on in the post instead of just running and gunning like we were last year.
Yeah, and it's been really good to see her progression, even from last year. You know, she came in, looked kind of green for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she was right at home on the varsity squad, even as a ninth grader, against Lake Hamilton last weekend. She had good aggression out there, was making really strong moves, not scared of the moment at all. Now, coming in tonight, taking on a really, really good Har-Ber Wildcats team. It's their first game of the season, too. Coming in off a 21-10 season, 11-5 in 6A West, making it into the second round of the 6A playoffs, lost to North Little Rock.
Yeah, absolutely, and they got a couple returnees as well. I mean, and they were in this tournament last year too, if I'm correct. So they have great experience playing this tournament too, and a lot of people coming back as well. This is a great first test for this Lady Eagles team, and hopefully the first of many in this Conway tournament.
Yeah, a similar matchup, if my roster is correct, a similar matchup roster here. They've got several varsity players who started as freshmen last year. I think they brought back a lot of their starters from last year. They're going to look very similar to we never actually we didn't get to play them in this tournament. One of the only teams that we didn't that was in that top tier. They beat Little Rock Christian, I believe, in the first round.
I believe so.
And then I think they played I can't remember who they played after that, but ended up it was for us.
Assuming it was
Nashville.
Conway, that's who they played next.
Maybe so. In the second round, they played Conway. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we saw Nashville, Fayetteville, and Conway last year. So we've got Har-Ber. We know the winner of this game is going to play Nashville in the second round. They won big earlier tonight, and then they would play, obviously. That'd be tomorrow night at 8:30 if they win this game. If they do not win this game, they would play tomorrow at 4 against Parkview. If they do not pull out the victory here tonight. Go ahead, Connor.
Well, and also talking about their teams the last couple of years, they've lost double digits in the state tournament the last 2 years to North Little Rock. However, last year was a home game for North Little Rock.
Right.
State tournament was at North Little Rock. But losing double digits to North Little Rock, a team that's talented but not been the best talented team the last couple of years in the 5A or in the 6A. So something to look at there.
Yeah, the game I watched, I think it was at Little Rock Southwest.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago then.
Oh, okay. Got the 2 years ago game.
Or no.
It was in Little Rock
the
last year.
tournament 2 years ago was in Rogers. I know last year's in North Little Rock.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what game I watched.
I don't know.
Chad just found a secret game, folks. That's what he found.
No, it was the final. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Anyway, I think they might be returning superstars. This might be really interesting if we get in and none of the numbers and players line up with what I've got here. So we are just about ready for starting lineups. We our sponsor of the tournament, HSA Engineering. We appreciate them very much being our sponsor of this tournament. We will we'll have all of our normal commercials going. We're still getting things lined up here. Connor's getting our production set up all done.
The best in the biz, Connor Hudgens.
Yeah, looking at the stats from that Lake Hamilton game, interestingly, Haven Buck had 4 fouls after about a quarter and a half, but she also ended up being the high scorer for the game. If Huddle is correct, she had 15 points, Sydney Middleton with 12 points, Brooklyn Burnham with 8 points.
Yeah, and speaking of that, me and Connor, how great was it to see Sydney sign yesterday in the high school gym? Great that we were able to get that video out for them.
Oh, yeah, so great. I mean, Sydney's so excited amongst the other girls who got to sign, so congrats to them. I mean, it's an incredible thing to see a player go play at D1 level.
All right, we are ready for starting lineups.
Let's start by meeting our starters first for the visitors from Vilonia.
Vilonia will be visiting in black jerseys. Sydney Middleton out first for the Eagles. Number 14, Brooklyn Burnham.
Number 15, Kim Henry.
Up next, Kim Henry.
Number 23, Maddie Mannion.
23, Maddie Mannion. And 33, Bree Burnham. 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior starting lineup. Let's find out who these Wildcats are. Number 2, Brooklyn Owens, 5'11", senior. Number 3, Kinley Campbell. Number 4, Madison Campbell. Interestingly, they have sophomore twins as well.
Wow. There's a lot of twins going around.
If I'm correct, last year in the Nashville game, there were twins when we played them in our first game here,
2 sets of twins.
Yeah, there you go.
And then Jasmine MacArthur and Maya Haney rounding out the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Several varsity freshmen, including McKinley and Madison Campbell. So we got Kim Henry, who's going to be tipping off against the 5'11" senior, number 2, Brooklyn Owens.
Yeah, can't wait to see how this goes. 2 talented teams, 2 young teams going head-to-head here. Good way to end the first night here of this Conway tournament.
Not a lot of people here. It is 8:26. Kudos to Conway.
Yeah, for staying
keeping
on time.
the tournament on time. You like to see that.
I was worried we weren't going until 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that was going to be past my bedtime before we even tipped this thing off. But we are good. Tip goes to the Wildcats, and the Lady Eagles 24-25 season is underway. 3-point basket up off the mark for Madison Campbell.
And you noticed early there, Maya Henry, their looks like their post player for Har-Ber. She was in that free throw line area looking to look for the basketball. So got to look to prevent that going inside the paint.
Eagles are fast. I'm not sure I'd be pressing them, but hey, you got to try things. Wildcats are fast as well.
And this is something else to keep an eye on, those skip passes. We saw those cause us a lot of issues early in the season last year.
Yeah, last year, this opening game, they had 26 turnovers against Nashville. Nice cut and pass. Sydney Middleton gets on the board.
Yeah, bread and butter play there, Connor. The great fake and the easy 2 for Sydney.
Yes, ball fake works all the time. Saw it there.
I'll steal one from Stan's book. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Somebody's got to pick up the slack.
He stole from Brian Fantana. Eagles tip pass. Kim Henry takes a fall. Officials apparently swallowed their whistle until right then. That one's going to be on Bree Burnham.
Yeah, they are letting them play a little bit here to end the night.
Until they weren't.
Yep, until we go in transition.
Could have called those 2, and they were a lot more physicality.
And
anyway, they got caught up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good on that, Chad. But I'm interested to see, again, Maya Henry, what are they going to do? Look for the low post between her and Brooklyn Owens.
Haney drives, and that's an offensive foul. You can't do that.
Yep, you cannot extend the arm like that. Good job by Kim Henry staying her ground until they gave her the shove off, so great job.
Yeah, Eagles, I guess they know what they're doing. I feel like they need some more help back here.
Yep. I feel like Simon has faith in those. We talked about the speed of those Burnham twins.
Wow,
and you
coast
see it.
to coast goes Bree Burnham.
I think that's why he felt confident in the press there.
Yeah, a lot of contact. There is Brooklyn Owens on the offensive rebound.
You're going to get Kim Henry for that one.
That foul on Kim Henry. So the first one was Bree.
Yeah, but we talked about when you're breaking that press, it's easy when you have the speed of the Burnham twins. I mean, you saw it, Chad. She was able to handle and basically take it coast to coast almost the entire way.
Yeah, we did not talk about in pregame. It didn't quite get there. Har-Ber's coach, Kimberly Jenkins, former Lady Razorback, leading scorer back in the 90s for like 3 years straight.
Wow.
Recently went into the Arkansas Sports Hall of Honor. So a great player. She's had a lot of success here for Springdale Har-Ber.
Yeah, she does. And you saw there kind of issue with the pressure. We saw at points pressure. The Eagles, when they played these good teams and they pressured them, caused a ton of turnovers. You mentioned against Nashville in this first game last year.
Henry trying to back down. Brooklyn back out to Kim. Bree resets. Tries to drive on Jasmine MacArthur.
Kind of feels like we're all over the place offensively. All 3 people in the paint, but a good pass there.
Oh, Kim Henry's shot bounces out of the rim. Still a 2-1 ball game. Stolen back by Bree. Yep, that's a reach.
Yep, and there is the speed of the Burnham twins on the defensive end there, Chad. Great job seeing the 2-on-1, anticipating that pass. Great play.
And as you can see, they've already figured out maybe we shouldn't press. They are really fast.
Yeah, safe to say so.
Well, when talking to the girls, you know, hey, what's this game going to be like? Because you don't have any film yet.
Yep.
They said, yeah, it's going to be a track meet based on what we saw from last year.
Springdale Har-Ber, really good defense, keeping the Eagles out on the perimeter, not able to get a whole lot going.
I mean, they've tried to get several good looks for Kim Henry in the post, just getting nothing.
Bree wide open. Left hand scores and gets fouled by Brooklyn Owens.
Yeah, great finish by Bree there on the drive. Kind of reacting to the over-aggressive defense for Springdale Har-Ber, finishing strong and a chance to add points at the free throw line.
Yeah, a veteran move by Bree there to see the contact coming, just flip it up with the left hand and gets the friendly bounce to make it a three-point play.
And we talked about during the red and white game, both Burnham twins, can we see them get up more on the scoring-wise this year? They can step up scoring-wise for this Lady Eagles team. That makes them even more dangerous.
(5-1) lead for the Lady Eagles. Wildcats content to hover around the perimeter right now. Crossover. MacArthur almost loses it. Three-point shot up and good by Madison Campbell.
Yeah, but that was kind of late into the over-aggressive defense by the Lady Eagles once again there. But overall, it was a solid possession. Just make one mistake there. They're going to call Sydney for a hook there.
All right, offensive foul on Sydney.
If I recall from last year in the first game too, didn't Sydney foul out of that one? If I remember that.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, it was. It got real tight there towards the end of that game. 5-4 lead. Go ahead. Austin.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, well, she does. We got to remember who's going to step up handling the basketball. We know these Burnham twins showed it at times. Can we see it consistently this year if we need them to?
Shot short. Brooklyn finally gets it corralled. I'll tell you, the Wildcats defense, they are good. Mannion gets free for three.
Smart move by Sydney not to go off that rebound.
Really smart.
Sydney probably remembers that she fouled out last year and doesn't want to repeat that. Wildcats have numbers. Kim Henry, big board.
Good pass.
And there is Brooklyn. Burnham scores.
That was a great job by Kim Henry getting the outlet, seeing the numbers, and getting it out in advance, and a great finish there.
7-4 Eagle lead. Both teams really fast, really.
Oh, and that's going to be.
That's Sydney's second.
Something to keep an eye on here early.
Looked like she was in position, but they thought differently, so she will take a seat. Haven Buck comes in to replace Sydney.
And this is what I talked about. Who's going to step up as the main ball handler and kind of facilitate the offense with Sydney out with foul trouble? Who's going to be that for the Lady Eagles?
Rebound, Haven finds Bree all alone, 2-on-1. She takes it up, rebounded by Buck to Mannion and scores.
Great heads-up play by Buck there. Phenomenal. Seeing the defender in front of her, gives it to Mannion for the easy layup. Got to get up on the shooters, though, when they're running these pick and rolls, Connor. We don't want to give them any confidence from that three-point line.
Yeah, Har-Ber seems to love the pick and roll as they get a bucket there. But, I mean, we've got to do a good job defending the pick and roll and switch and make sure we rotate right and communicate.
9-6. Shot up. Down goes Bree.
Man, I tell you what, Bree is being really aggressive going to the basket early in this game, and I like it.
I kind of agree with Har-Ber there. She's kind of coming out of control. I mean, you got to give her a little bit of a – I mean, she's coming out of control. Maybe don't call that one all so much.
I feel like I'm scared to talk really loud here.
Yeah, don't be scared of it, Austin. Just lean into it. 2:57 remaining. I can't hardly see a clock, so I got to remember to talk about it there. It is right there. It's the only one I can see from this vantage point.
You can see my screen. You can see it, too.
There you go. Bree misses on the first.
Score update on the Eagles. Eagles are losing 55-64 right now to Forest City.
With 4 minutes to go there. So it's a little boys update as they were at home tonight.
Brooklyn steals it back and scores.
You have good pressure again by Brooklyn Burnham there. You wonder if some point Simon maybe looks to do a quick little full court press to kind of maybe mess with Springdale Har-Ber in their offense.
Nice back cut. Henry tried to disrupt. Haven tried to disrupt.
Yeah, I think that Kim Henry wanted to be aggressive, but she didn't want to pick up that second foul, knowing Sydney already had one as well.
Owen scores for the Wildcats, 11-8, 2.5 left. Non-conference action for the Eagles at home, their home opener tonight. Not able to be in two places at once. Should have started earlier. Forest City had some bus trouble. Came in to Vilonia a little later than they anticipated. Gonna be some good experience there for the Eagles as well.
Yeah, and the Lake Hamilton tournament next week, going to be some great experience in non-conference for them.
Yeah, we'll see East End. We'll see Lake Hamilton. Coach Simon calls a timeout. Jasmine MacArthur scores, makes it 11-10. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
And we are back. Big thank you to HSA Engineering, our sponsor of the tournament. Here from Conway, the Lady Cat Invitational.
Yeah, great tournament last year. We had great time calling the games. It was some great atmosphere for those games. Though, not me being here around 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, I could see why the atmosphere may not be there, Connor.
You could hear a pin drop in the arena.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fans here, but Springdale's a long way away.
Yep.
I feel bad for their trip. Bree drives, right hand floater. It sneaks out. No good. Wildcats on the move.
Good communication, telling Bree to get that backside so they don't get that three-point shot. Good communication defensively by the Lady Eagles.
Campbell again. She's hit 2 of those. And with that, the Wildcats take the lead 13-11.
Right now it's just trying to get some sort of rhythm offensively. Again, Sydney's out of the game, not main facilitator. How are we looking to get the offense going for the Lady Eagles?
Katie Simon about to check in. Buck misses the layup. And the Eagles come away with a steal.
This game at points feels like it's just loose balls everywhere. It's all over the place.
Yeah, defensively, Eagles able to stay in control. Mannion drives the floater, gets a friendly bounce, and scores. Maddie Mannion.
I was about to say, that was definitely a friendly bounce. I kind of thought that thing was going to go flying back off the rim when she let it go, but good finish by Mannion.
Under a minute left here in the first, all tied up.
She definitely traveled. She took 2 or 3 steps before setting up there.
That one off the mark. Mannion take that shot, does. She's off Henry with a big offensive rebound. Haven Buck with another offensive rebound.
Oh, yep. But good hustle again you talked about from Kim Henry. Great rebound there. You just got to be able to finish on those putback opportunities.
Katie Simon checks in for Brooklyn Burnham. 20 seconds left here in the first. Wildcats going to get the last shot opportunity here. Campbell drives. Going to call foul on the floor. That one's on Bree. That's her second as well.
Early foul trouble for the Lady Eagles. We're going to see a strength of the depth of this Lady Eagles team. We're going to find out about it right away, Chad.
Yeah, Simon's checking back in Brooklyn and Sydney with 9.2 seconds left.
Thinking maybe an offensive opportunity with Sydney in the ballgame. She just needs to be careful here.
Yeah, that's 5 fouls for the Eagles. That's why we're shooting 2 at this point. McKinley Campbell misses on the first. This is a tough game. Of course, this is a great tournament. You talk about
Yes.
Team-wise,
the
it's
team,
ridiculous.
The team quality is crazy. Lake Hamilton got beat by like 50 by Conway the game before this. Opportunity for a shot taken away, and that's not
Are they going to count it?
No.
No, he did. I think he counted it.
She was still holding on to that ball when the buzzer went off. But anyway, that's going to end the first with a 15-13 lead for the Wildcats. Connor, tell us about our sponsors.
Diamond Eagle sponsors are Centennial Bank and Santa Cecilia Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors. Those are Collier Roofing, D&N Construction, HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry. Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking. Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, Daniel Hudge, J.C. Thornton Company. El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane. Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Ride Out Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration, Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Cosmetic Creations, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue's Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy. That rounds out your 24-25 season sponsors. And our sponsor of today's game is HSA Engineering.
All right, great job, Connor. Thank you very much. Story of the first quarter, Austin, 13 points scored. You've got Maddie Manning and Brooklyn Burnham both with 4. Bree's got 3, and Sydney has 2. Sydney also has 2 fouls. Bree Burnham has 2 fouls, and Kim Henry has a foul. So a little early foul trouble. Not a lot of scoring in that first half. A lot of defense.
Yeah, a lot of defense, and a lot of, I think, for the Lady Eagles, adjusting your offense again without your senior leader, Sydney Middleton, out there, who's the one that's the main facilitator, having to readjust to see how the offense is going to be run without her. That's something to keep an eye on, something they're going to have to get better at as the year goes along.
Mannion from way downtown. She must have heard me talking about need some offense. Mannion with 7, makes it 16-15. I was going to say, if we lose by 2 points, I'm going to remember that buzzer beater being a little questionable. Jasmine Rojas in for the Wildcats, 6-foot junior.
And again, I like setting up maybe some pick and roll opportunities with Sydney. We know how dangerous, whenever she can get to her spot in the middle of the floor on a pick and roll, how tough she can be.
Mannion's pass picked off. Brooklyn took a stumble. Hopefully she's okay. 17-16, Wildcat lead, 3-point from way downtown. That is Davenport, I think is what he said. My roster says Caden. I'm not sure that's right. But it was Davenport for 3, makes it 20-16. They're going to say Middleton traveled. Wildcat ball.
Yeah, the offense, a bit of a drought here, really just trying to get stuff going. We had the Mannion 3, but I mean just creating a consistent offense besides a quick 3-point shot for these Lady Eagles, kind of hard to find the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Wildcats with a stifling defense and also pretty hot shooting from beyond the arc to make it a 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Brooklyn, right place, right time for that rebound. 3-on-2, fast break. Burnham to Burnham, out to Mannion. Wide open 3, takes it.
She was kind of too open there.
Henry from 15, and hits. Beautiful shot by Kim Henry.
Yeah, great to see the mid-range and a little bit of distance from Kim Henry there. She can knock that down with consistency. That opens up that paint a lot more for this Lady Eagles team.
That's a tough shot. 3-pointer up, no good. Brooklyn gets the rebound. Has Madison Campbell draped all over.
That's it. They are pressuring them as soon as on those rebounds. They are getting right to them.
Henry with the baby hook.
I thought that was in.
Foul, I did too.
Yep.
Foul called on Rojas. Wonder if she's related to Danny Rojas.
Boys making a comeback. They were down by 11. Now they're down by 6. 69-63 with 1:34 remaining.
If they get hot, they can score quick.
Yep.
Danny Rojas, obviously a fictional character on Ted Lasso. Nobody caught my
Oh, no, I didn't hear what you said.
Times like this, I miss Sam a little bit. Sam not here. He's watching Brody Jansky and the Eagles at home against Forest City.
And you got,
The
I
Mustangs.
mean, senior year for Brody. We got to allow him to go see him, of course. We got to.
No, let's
Yeah,
just
that's good.
make him come to every
He's
game.
being a dad.
Yep.
He's doing the right thing. 20-19 after Kim Henry's basket and free throw.
That was bad communication
Another
defensively.
Three-point shot by Madison Campbell. That's her third of the night thus far.
Yeah, it was just bad communication between Sydney. I think it was Sydney and Brianna Burnham. They were both went over to the defender in the corner, and no one went back to her.
Hey, you got to give credit. Madison Campbell, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
sophomore out there against the newest UT Martin Skyhawk, and she is covering.
Yeah, she is. I noticed also the Burnhams, I don't know if this is just hustle or they're getting fouled. They're getting knocked to the floor a lot early in this ball game.
Yeah, you got to stay healthy. I think she might have hurt her elbow. Brooklyn pops open to Henry on the perimeter. Middleton trying to box. Oh, man.
Gonna
I
call
don't know.
3 seconds?
A lot of contact. Oh, she's making sure it was. I thought it was a foul. I just
No, it was
realized.
just 3 seconds.
3 in the key. A lane violation, if you will.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Lane Family Dentistry.
I'll say, if you weren't going to say it, I was going to. So
I guess we should say it when it's on us. It's a quick 3, though. I'm going to be honest with you.
Man,
Campbell hits number 4. Goodness gracious.
she is on fire, Chad, and good timeout by Coach Simon. Got to figure things out.
Yeah, 7-point lead for the Wildcats. We'll take a timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. Tight game. Be right back after this.
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&N Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&N Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&N Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&N Construction, a winning team.
And we are back here after the Eagle timeout, 26-19. Madison Campbell with 4 3-pointers already here tonight. I don't know how many points she has.
No, she's got at least 12.
At least 12, that's right.
But no, just got to work on communication defensively there for the Lady Eagles. That's caused a lot of wide open looks for her. Kim Henry took too many steps there.
Eagles 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 7-point lead for the Wildcats. A tough first matchup of the season against the Har-Ber Wildcats, especially with Madison Campbell. The ball is literally on fire at this point. Fortunate that one came out. That was Maya Haney. That was off of Wildcats. Going to be Eagle ball.
Looks like Springdale Har-Ber going to stay with a bit of pressure here against the Lady Eagles.
Wildcats out of the 6A West. First time ever up against the Har-Ber Wildcats. Getting all they want here tonight, Austin.
Safe to say the least, the three-point shooting. And we talked about during the break, really they're kind of stifling this offense, really stagnant at points, courtesy of this tough defense from Har-Ber.
Yeah, pick and roll with Middleton and Brooklyn. Wildcats broke that up. Definitely not on pace to hit 26 turnovers as they did in the first game of this tournament last year against Nashville.
Well, that's positive. You got to give it that.
Yeah.
Take your wins. Take your wins.
Somebody's got to get open. I tell you, both teams playing really physical. Eagles have got to keep their cool.
I'd say it's called handling this pressure. We've seen at points. I mean, we talked about the Nashville game at home last year. Nonetheless, the pressure got to them early in that one, and they fell behind by a lot early. Can't afford to have that happen here.
Yeah, that's a foul. That one's on Maya Haney. Third team foul. No team fouls for the Eagles yet here in the second, which is good. We were not on a good pace foul-wise. Middleton thought about it from way downtown, drives, right hand. Ball just won't drop for the Eagles. Middleton heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, good hesitation by Middleton there, and then going all the way to the basket. They know how dangerous she can be with that mid-range game, so they had to react to that and be ready for it. Instead, took it all the way.
Simon pleading with the official. They're really physical down, especially when they get in that lane. I mean, just swarming, trapping.
Granted, Har-Ber does have 4 fouls. The Eagles have 0, so that could be a little thing.
Maybe
too.
they're course correcting. 26-20. Eagles just not able to get a lot of offense going so far here tonight.
Yeah, and they still got to keep an eye on the perimeter right now. I mean, got to know where Campbell's at.
Owens for 3. Foul, another on Maya Haney. That's her 3rd.
Yep, tried to fight for position down there.
And that's a 5th foul, though. Yeah, that's not an offensive foul. So they're going to shoot some free throws. That's going to be Haven Buck to the line. Haven, a junior, looks to be the 6th Lady Eagle. First off the bench. That's the way it played out at Lake Hamilton and here tonight as well. Free throws are proving troublesome here tonight for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, thus far, I mean, and speaking as someone who's been at Coach Simon practice whenever he was the boys coach, I can confirm plenty of free throw shooting was done there, Chad. So I know they practice those free throws, just might not be just the right start. You know, the first in-game free throws are a bit different.
Yeah, 4 of 9 from the charity stripe so far here tonight, 44% for the Eagles. They've all hit 1.
And really, I don't know if I like Brooklyn kind of helping off defensively there. Knowing with Madison Campbell, they got to know where she's at all times.
There's another 3. Ooh, I thought that was going in. That's out of bounds. Jasmine MacArthur.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen at points, or no, go ahead, Connor.
Update from the boys game. The boys lost to Forest City. Final score was 74-66, so tough loss for them, but they'll pick it back up next Tuesday.
Yep, they got a lot to look forward to. Again, this non-conference schedule is going to get even tougher, so they're going to learn a lot from it.
Nice ball movement. Middleton gets her own rebound, poked away. Lead is down to 5 now. Wildcats in a bit of a scoring drought. Hate to even say that out loud. Rebound.
Didn't hurt you
Buck.
yet.
Yeah. I was holding my breath there. Eagles slow things down. I mean, you know, Har-Ber initially was just swarming. I'm not sure they can keep that up. We'll see how conditioning comes into play here in the first game of the season. You know the Eagles can go.
Yeah, we know their speed with that, and yeah, another turnover for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul that they've called earlier tonight against the Eagles. They did the same thing, no call. Who's this going to be on?
I think that's going to be on Brooklyn. She was diving for the loose ball there.
Yep, that one's on Brooklyn. That is her first. Wildcats with another opportunity here. Fresh shot clock. Looked like she took an extra step. Didn't matter. Didn't draw. It's taken back.
Yeah, and that comes down. We got to be strong with the basketball, Chad. Got to be strong with it.
Yep. McKinley Campbell, one of the Campbell twins. 28-21. Back to the lead, back to 7 here for the Eagles. Minute 50 remaining in the first. Another travel. Well, I tell you, it's like they got eagle eyes on us, and they're just not seeing them or not calling them down on the other end. I'm sure it's probably just me being hypersensitive.
But nonetheless, I mean, just along with that, Chad, also just in the paint, whenever we get there, it kind of feels like the way Eagles are overthinking things once they get into the paint. Instead of immediately looking to go to the basket, they're thinking, like, what if I do this kick out? You got to be thinking quickly there, and you overthink, it causes turnovers like that.
Think long, think wrong, Austin.
Yep.
Rojas back in for the Wildcats. That lane is all clogged up with Eagles. Campbell shot fake.
Oh, they were lucky, Kim Henry.
Rojas with the rebound. Another rebound, Brooklyn Owens. Henry, good box out.
Oh, there we go. Good rebound by Kim Henry there.
She'll be going to the line.
Yep, another foul. They're already in the bonus. That one is on. That one may have been on Madison Campbell.
Yeah, but again, what caused that whole situation, a late rotation again defensively for the Lady Eagles. Kim Henry trying to get down to that baseline, couldn't get there in time. Fortunate that there was no foul call there because I really thought she did foul her.
What's happening?
I think we're just trying to get things all settled. It's almost like there's no one in the gym.
Yeah, it's really quiet. Katie Simon, I don't know, she just came back in maybe. She's out there for the Eagles. Henry hits on the first. And hits the second. Critical free throws. Nicely done by Kim Henry.
Yeah, good shooting. And still, we haven't seen any kind of pressure really from Simon in this Lady Eagles defense full court-wise yet tonight.
There's Campbell.
I think that got tipped. Good defense.
Brooklyn pushes up to Bree. Yeah, Eagles offense looks stunted.
Yeah.
Something's not clicking here tonight. They were clicking against Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, I think,
in the
again, it's just
scrimmage.
good communication. You're seeing great communication and help defense by Springdale Har-Ber. I mean, they're ready to help in the post when Middleton had position there. Good communication.
Oh, nice move
Way to
by
control her
Brooklyn.
body.
Burnham hangs in midair.
What a way to control her body.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal finish.
25-28. That was incredible move by Brooklyn Burnham.
Oh, nice spin move right back.
Spin move. Gets the bounce. Does McKinley Campbell.
And again, that comes down to help defense in the paint. When she did that spin move, no one was there to help defensively.
A lot of quickness for the Wildcats. Middleton stops, shoots. Simon almost came up with it. Was that on Sydney?
Yes, I believe it was.
Yeah, don't foul on a three-quarter court shot.
Don't even contest it.
I was about to say,
if
yeah,
they make
just-
it, they make it.
Yeah, just let it go.
I mean, obviously contest a little bit, but don't make contact.
No,
Yeah.
no, just
Not at that point. You managed to cut it to a 5-point game going into half.
not
and
only
then
that, and it's foul number 3 for Sydney.
Three shots.
Wait, 3?
Yeah, I mean she.
Oh yeah, she was shooting it right. I didn't.
I mean,
that didn't come
at
through
that
my mind.
distance, Austin. They ought to give her 4. I mean, she was way out there.
Yep.
Missed on the first. Boy, it'd be.
They'd be counting their lucky stars here, the Eagles. They're going.
Let me.
Yeah, if she misses all 3 of these,
Let me,
wow, we're gonna get out of here. Luckily,
Let me say an old Sam Jansky phrase.
is it?
Ball don't lie.
I thought you were gonna say chicken nugget.
Ah.
See, as soon as you said it, Connor, she made one.
Wrong
Oh.
thing.
Two out of 3 miss. Not
Yeah, I
horrible
was
though.
about to say 6-point game going into half. But again, you talked about it, Chad. 3rd foul on Sydney there to end the half.
Yeah, you hate to see that. 31-25 lead for the Har-Ber Wildcats. First round of the Lady Cat Invitational. We're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll come back and talk about keys to the second half and see if we can get any more information on the Eagles from their home opener loss against Forest City. We're going to highlight some of our great 24-25 sponsors, and we'll be back after these messages.
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia athletics, Linda Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area, providing personal knowledge and years of experience that keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&E Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&E Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&E Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&E Construction, a winning team.
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Call Your Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Call Your Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
And we are back here, halftime of the Lady Eagles taking on the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. Austin, 31-25. 25 points. I'm not accustomed to that few of points for our Lady Eagles halftime.
Yeah, and I mean, again, just we've talked about it multiple times. The offense at points just seems stagnant, trying to get things going. Credit Springdale, though. Great defensive communication. I've seen them. They're helping on the backside whenever they get post position down there. Great rotation whenever someone gets driving on the baseline. And for the Lady Eagles, on the other side, you're seeing a miscue in that, some late rotations defensively that are leading to some wide open shots for Springdale Har-Ber there. And so really got to get more moving offensively for the Lady Eagles and got to have better help defense.
Yeah, I mean, we're not moving the ball at all on offense, Austin. It's just stagnant. And, you want to see your leaders take over and get this game in check and also get the three-point ball going. I mean, Maddie Mannion's had one or two. We just had one the entire game.
Yeah, there's only one make all night for any Eagle.
So get the three-point ball going. That'll open up our driving for Brooklyn and Bree because they really love to drive. So I think if you really get the three-point ball going, then you'll see the drive come in.
Yep, 6 Eagles have scored. Maddie Mannion, the high scorer, with 7. Brooklyn Burnham with 6. Bree Burnham and Sydney Middleton both have 3 points. The story of the first half is Sydney Middleton with 3 fouls. She's got as many fouls as she does points, and that's not good.
I mean, I don't want to say same story as the first game here last year, but it feels like it with the way that first half went, just struggling to get things going offensively for her. And then the 3 fouls, the one at the very final play of the first half, that was a tough one.
Yeah, Sydney goes to the wrong place, wrong time for a three-quarter court buzzer beater attempt and got called for her 3rd foul. And fortunately for the Eagles, Wildcat only made one of the 3 free throws. So that's fortuitous. Could have been worse.
Yeah, and another thing we talked about, Chad, we got to find Madison Campbell at all times on the offensive side. I'm putting Brooklyn Burnham or one of the Burnham twins on her, saying, do not let her get another open look. Do not let her. Set the tone at the start of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the Eagles aren't the only team that has a fantastic sophomore duo of twins with McKinley and Madison Campbell for the Wildcats. We can Connor's having some trouble with his headset. Austin, I'm going to let you talk for just a minute while I focus on getting this fixed.
Not a problem here, Chad. I got you. Nonetheless, though, I'm excited to see what we can do second half, make these adjustments. We know that they have made great adjustments in the second half under Coach Simon. I would expect some of the same here in the second half against Springdale Har-Ber, as it looks like we're getting ready for things to get underway here in the second half. Chad, the magic worker when it comes to fixing the headsets.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Chad, the dad, has to get things fixed. 31-25, getting ready to start the second half. And just like that, it got really quiet in here. Ooh-ah.
Music turned off.
Yeah, sure did. Wildcats with first possession in the second half, and Madison Campbell.
And it looks like, here goes some more pressure in the full court by Springdale Har-Ber.
Brooklyn takes the contact.
Surprised they didn't give her a walk there.
That's going to be on Henry.
I'd say it was close, Connor, whenever she did that pivot move there. It kind of felt like they were going to give her a walk there.
Yanni Henry. Not sure she's been in the game yet for the Wildcats. A little bit different. So Maya Haney has 3 as well, so she's not starting this second half.
So quiet in here, you can hear somebody pop a bubble with their gum.
Yeah, I feel like I'm yelling. Kim Henry.
I feel like if we wanted to, we could hear everything that the coaches were saying if we really wanted to.
I could turn the crowd mic up.
Just be like, Coach, what are you thinking down there?
Eagles are 7 of 13 from free throw tonight, nearly 54%. Kim Henry's got 6 points off of
Looks
the
like
made free throw.
Having a discussion, trying to confirm, I guess, which way the ball was going there.
Wildcats with all kinds of pressure.
I'd say we gotta have people step up and come ready to help.
Well, but then you leave Maddie Mannion wide open. Eagles are just a touch off on the shooting tonight. First game of the season.
Yep.
A little jittery, I guess. A really tough Har-Ber team, and they know it.
Yep. And again, I mean, we talked about it a million times, just the strength of this tournament as a whole. Playing a team like that is tried good in the paint but couldn't finish now.
That was McKinley Campbell.
See, this is where we got to have people come up to the ball and be ready to help Sydney.
I guess they just thought she'll.
And then another miscommunication there between her and Kim Henry.
She barely evaded a 10-second violation there.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
But this is where we someone's got to come up and help Sydney. I mean, she was out there 2-on-1.
Oh, that is a charge. Good grief. Woo.
Good take by Kim Henry.
Gosh, that was hard to watch. Brooklyn Owens just ran right over Kim Henry. Woo.
Looked like Enoch Hassan last week in football.
Oof.
Too soon, Connor. Too soon.
Speaking of football, tomorrow night, Vilonia plays Little Rock Robinson in the playoffs.
Yep.
Joe T. Robinson out of the 5A Central.
Number 1 in the 5A Central.
Yep. Taking on number 4, Vilonia out of the 5A West.
Man, you might have gotten away with a walk there, too. Did a little bit of shuffle of the feet there. But again, once again, the stagnant offense. They tried a little bit of pick and roll, but besides that, again, really stagnant, and Burnham fighting down the paint.
Just going to say out of bounds on the Wildcats. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Eagles just not able to get anything going on offense.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about last year. Offense came, even in this tournament, offense came so easy for the Lady Eagles with everyone getting good looks offensively.
Got to get a shot up.
Yeah, no one's paying attention to the shot clock.
No, that's not gonna do it. My goodness.
I mean, it just feels just no communication out there at points, Chad. It feels like no communication helping when breaking pressure, no communication defensively, and then no one realizing, hey, we got 3 seconds on the shot clock. We got to get a shot off.
All good learning opportunities to figure out here in non-conference action. Does not hurt your conference schedule or standing in the 5A Central.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just great experience with this Conway tournament again. And, again, he said Parkview if you lose, and then it would be Nashville with the win.
Yes.
So, I mean, either way, you're getting to look at Parkview before conference play, even on no matter what on each side. So,
yeah, Bree Burnham with a steal. Cannot hit the layup. Uncharacteristic misses here tonight for the Lady Eagles. And number 5, Jasmine MacArthur, just drives right through the lane, splits the defenders, and makes it a 9-point lead for the home team, Har-Ber Wildcats.
And I would say Simon uses timeouts here soon, but he's only got 3 left in the whole game. He's got to be ready to save them in case they got to make a rally in the fourth quarter here too.
Eagles. Oh, all right. I thought he pointed this way. It's going to be Wildcat ball. I thought it was off the Eagles anyway, so the right call was made. 9-point lead for the Wildcats. I tell you, the Wildcats moving the ball.
Yep, they're moving it really well.
Open.
See, I mean, we got double teams. That means you got to someone rotate to the corner there. Just got to be just quicker on some things that we talked about. It's the first game of the season, and they watch this film. They're like, guys, we got to be quicker defensively so stuff like that doesn't happen.
Yeah, really patient offense there by the Wildcats. Working their way around, finally finds Ziani Henry to make it an 11-point lead for the Wildcats.
And see, they were good communication on that back cut there.
Bree drives, takes the contact, no call. Nice heads-up play by Owens to save that.
Yeah, Owens had a good job controlling her body there to keep her from going out of bounds.
And good ball movement, too.
Owens for 3 and hits. 14-point lead for Springdale Har-Ber. Coach Simon calls a timeout, and we will take one as well and be right back after this.
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
And we are back here from Conway for the MWC Lady Wampus Cat Invitational. Your Eagles losing 40-26. There's a send-off tomorrow on Highway 64 for the playoffs. 3:45 on Highway 64, around there, the old gym, Circle K area. So it's for game one in the state playoffs, playing Joe T. Robinson. Be around that area at 3:45, and you'll get to watch your Eagles go off in their buses and wish them well in their run in the state playoffs starting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, first time in the playoffs for the Eagles in a couple years.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting challenge with Joe T. Robinson. I mean, I think it's, them in Parkview, the projected two that they'll be in the 5A, so they're going to play a really talented team in the 5A.
Don't sleep on Farmington, though.
Yep, that is very true. I've seen them numerous times in person, so absolutely.
Farmington taking on BB in the first round. Middleton got clogged up in the lane. Wildcats with another takeaway. Good heads-up hustle.
She
play.
may not do that. She's going to have 2 feet established.
But she got to have to establish herself. That's what I thought.
I remember that from a Fayetteville game a couple years ago when Laney White didn't have her stuff established, and that was a big argument.
And again, at this point in the game, I just want to see, let's get some good sets offensively here. Because like I said, we have not seen a lot of them for the Lady Eagles tonight.
Middleton for 3, short. Oh, off the leg of Bree Burnham, taken away, Kim Henry. Eagles with a couple takeaways here. Not able to
good post
convert, just off the fingertips of Brooklyn Burnham.
Can you pinch me, Chad? Am I in a dream?
This would be nightmare scenario.
Am I in a nightmare?
Connor.
This does not feel right.
Yeah,
Eagles need to get it figured out.
Feels real bad. But, hey.
Now you're seeing a bit of that full court pressure by Coach Simon. You wonder when it was going to come out? Down by 14 with 3 minutes left.
Yep, if you're going to have a game like this, it's best to have it in non-conference. It is deadly quiet in this gym, though. 40-26. Lady Eagles get the ball back. 2:56 left in the third. Sorry, I haven't been talking about the clock very much because I can't see one very well.
I've got it on over
and
here.
And it reminds, I know, but it's good to see it and talk about it. Under 3 left here in the third. Eagles trying to get something going. Middleton from way downtown.
There we go.
And she hits.
And maybe that'll be the spark.
And we talked about the three-point shot, getting something. There's a good three-point look. Now let's see if they can build something off that for the next possession too.
Interestingly, she was about 3 foot farther back than she was on this air ball that was short. She just had to be far enough back. Being so close to the basket,
obviously, yeah.
The 19-foot line is
her and Steph Curry,
not
obviously.
for her. Yeah, not for her.
Let's go. Good kick out.
Bree to Brooklyn. Lots of contact. Tomahawk by Brooklyn Owens will send Brooklyn Burnham to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Well, and the good thing I like to see about that contact is it's not just straight contact from the Springdale Har-Ber Wildcats. It is Brooklyn Burnham going, initiating the contact, saying, I want it. Let me go get this foul. Let me go make these free throws.
And that's one thing I've noticed tonight, mainly from both Burnham twins. We've seen both of them be really aggressive, initiating contact, going to the basket. That's something you really like to see.
No fear from the sophomore guards.
Eagles just shooting 50% from the free throw line tonight. I see a lot of free throws in practice in their future.
It's like I said, whenever I was with Coach Simon, a lot of free throw drills at the end. I mean, I lost track of how many free throw drills we did to end practice with him. So I know he's got a couple up his sleeve.
Hey, we've seen the Eagles get down like this, way worse than this actually, just a 10-point lead. Now 13, 15, Caden Davenport.
But yeah, I mean, you talked about, I still think back to the national game at home last year, even though they were getting really blown out most of the game, that late third quarter, start of the fourth quarter, really got back into the game with their pressure and being able to knock down shots. So we know with their ability to shoot the ball, they can make this back into a 5-point game very quickly.
Yeah, the Lady Eagles can score points quickly, and hopefully that onslaught is coming soon. Minute 45 left here in the third. Middleton drives.
Wow.
And tough shot by Sydney Middleton. Gets it to fall.
Yep, tough finish there by Middleton.
There is Davenport. She's hit a couple three-pointers.
Good rebound by Kim Henry. Really tough rebound.
Foul on Jasmine MacArthur.
That should be 5th foul, I believe, for Springdale Har-Ber. Or no, that'll be number 4.
Must be the 4th.
Shows me I got a little too excited. I was like, oh, we're getting free throws.
Yeah, they
never
were
mind.
quick on the trigger. Got to get it across. Bree finds Maddie.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Hard fall there. Good to see her get up.
Good sportsmanship there by Tabby Wilkes to help.
But we're seeing a lot of that, too. We're getting good position in the post, Connor. You're seeing it. We're getting good position with everyone down there. It's just some not right on the target passes.
Well, and you're not breaking away from your post position there enough
exactly.
to grab it, too. So it's just communication there. You got to figure that out in practice the next couple weeks or right now.
Great defense by Madison Campbell.
Yep. Should stay Lady Eagle basketball here.
Held ball.
Simon Stoner, you got to be strong with the basketball there. Got to be tough and fight with it. I don't like bringing up, but you think about the Greenwood State Championship games, the pressure they brought, the physicality.
Look at that.
Wow.
Sydney with the bounce off gets her 10th point of the night, 43-34.
Creativity, huh, Connor?
You've seen her do that multiple times throughout her career here.
Multiple times. You can make a highlight reel just to that move.
That's her 4th.
That is 4 on Sydney. She thought about it right in the middle of it happening and couldn't get out of the way. And that will bring Brooklyn back in. Well, this is exactly what went down with Nashville. Though I think with Nashville we had
a pretty solid
decent lead. I don't think it was ever more than 5 or 8. I don't know.
It felt a lot closer.
Maybe
than
so.
really, yeah.
Takeaway by Brooklyn.
Look in transition here.
Mannion with a 3 and connects. Maddie Mannion for 3.
Yeah. Great transition basketball there, Connor.
Yes, impressive right now from the Eagles, and that's a walk.
Yep.
And just like that, lead is down to 6. Eagles have the ball.
Talking about make this 4-point game, 3-point game enter in the third quarter. You will gladly take that if you are the Lady Eagles.
Owens and Henry checks back in for the Wildcats. Eagles with the ball. Could make this a one-possession game here.
And this again, sometimes someone's got to come to the basketball. If they're struggling out there dribbling, we got people come out and help. Down to 6 seconds, and I don't even think we're close to getting a shot off here.
No. Clock. Got tipped. That's going to end the third quarter. Eagles could not get a shot off there at the end of the third. 43-37. Connor, let's hear about those sponsors.
See if I can get it going here. Having a little issues. Here we go, our Diamond Eagle sponsors. Well, nope.
You're on the wrong side.
There we go. Nope. I can just read them off to you. Diamond Eagle
go ahead.
sponsors. Centennial Bank, Santa Cecilia, Eagle Granite Marble, Platinum sponsors, Collier Roofing, D&N Construction. Man, I'm having all sorts of issues right now. HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry. There we go. Now we're rolling. Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking are Platinum Eagle sponsors. Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, Daniel Hudge, J.C. Thornton Company, El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Ride Out Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration, Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Cosmetic Creations, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simons, Sweet House Donuts. Also, Silver Eagle sponsors, Sue Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, Lemon Vilonia Family Pharmacy, and your sponsor of today's game is HSA Engineering.
All right, thank you, Connor. The fourth and final quarter, Eagles come in only down 6, which is how we started the third quarter, down 6.
You will gladly take it.
Yeah. Feels a little different when you've been down 14 and now you're down 6.
But we talked about, we mentioned how quick this game could turn. Hit a three, got a stop, got multiple stops. Now you got to a 6-point game again. Very manageable here in this fourth quarter.
Wildcats with the ball first to start off the final quarter. Low-scoring affair really for both sides.
Wow, tough shot.
Mannion gets the foul. Is
the fouler.
The fouler. Her first. I can't talk anymore. We're at 9:26 p.m. and the old brain is shutting down.
Still, I mean, even with that incredible shot there.
Oh, they're going to say it's off the Eagles and remain with the Wildcats.
And Chad, just for context, the Eagles had a 6-point lead going into the game last year against Nashville.
Oh, there you go.
Going into the fourth quarter?
Yes.
How much did they get up late in the game whenever that whole, out of curiosity, I'm just curious.
I'll go back and find
I was about to say, did they get it? I want to know if they got up by double digits during that because it felt like they were.
We might have gotten up by 10 maybe, but I remember it being real tight. Owens.
We got up by 10 with 2:28 left.
Okay, so it got up to 10.
There you go.
Speaking of 10, it's now back up to 10 just like that for Springdale Har-Ber.
Yep. Har-Ber is not losing any energy. They are playing great defense, really disrupting the Lady Eagles on offense. Already down to 15 on the shot clock.
Sydney's got to be careful watch for an offensive foul here. Don't want her picking up a fifth still with 7 minutes to go here.
Yep, got to do something. We're down to 5. Shot.
Got to get a shot off.
Buck for 3.
She's fouled.
And gets fouled by Brooklyn Owens. She should have 3 or 4. Seems like she's got a lot tonight.
But love to have this trust from Coach Simon in this single year, Cindy Middleton, to keep her in the ballgame with 4 fouls with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
He knows what it means to have her out there offensively, kind of run things for them offensively, get people going. They need her out there.
Buck hits the first.
Maybe it's too quiet in this team.
That could be the issue.
Could be off the back iron.
I mean, I've never even seen practices be this quiet ever on a free throw.
Well,
no.
And there's, the backdrop there, a little different.
Yep.
But she goes 2 for 3 on that trip. Eagles are 10 for 18 on free throws tonight. 47-39. Wildcats lead.
Eventually, the Lady Eagles here are going to have to go on a pretty big run if they want to make a move.
And you can't let Campbell hit.
Ooh, nice hustle from Brooklyn Burnham. This is where you got to be tough with the basketball. Good job handling the pressure.
Officials definitely letting them play. Brooklyn loses the handle. Simon not happy. Katie Simon checking in for the Eagles. Another sophomore for Coach Simon coming off the bench. She's quick as a hiccup. It is ridiculously quiet in this gym.
It really is.
Eagles lose the rebound. And there is McKinley Campbell hitting a 3 from the corner. Lead is back to 11, 50-39. Coach Simon talked about in the coaches show what all the Eagles lost with Lexi Heston.
Yep.
They got to find their own way,
exactly.
right?
And you wonder, I mean, we talked about Lexi was a phenomenal leader, too, just for this Lady Eagle team, as we're going to have another timeout by Coach Simon here.
If they need her in a leadership role, tell her to get off that side of the sideline and come over here. She's here at the ball game today.
Yeah, well, they are definitely feeling her presence not being on that sideline. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area. Providing personal knowledge and years of experience, they keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
All right, and we are back here after Coach Simon called a timeout. He's only got one left. 5:44 left here in the ball game. 52-39. Things not going well for the Lady Eagles here tonight.
No, it's not. But I think if you're Coach Simon, it's like, let's finish this game strong. No matter what happens, let's have a strong final 5 minutes of this game and look for something to build off of.
Like to see Manning get that shot off. Middleton.
Down to 10 on the shot clock yet again.
Nice defense there by Jasmine MacArthur to pop that away. 7 on the shot clock. Somebody needs to tell him.
Yep.
7 on the shot clock.
And again, Chad, I mean, you pointed out just the hesitance on the three-point shooting, too. I mean.
Yeah, only 3 threes made here tonight. Mannion with 2, Middleton with 1. Henry back in the game. Haven't seen her in a bit.
Nice move.
Like. And she scores.
Makes her presence known.
Sure
Yep,
does.
good up and under there.
8 points for Henry. 11-point ball game. Got to score quickly. Got to shut him down on offense.
And you got to turn them over here. Got to look to turn them over.
Yeah, we can't be taking the full 35.
No,
on
we
both
cannot.
Ends. It's not going to work out.
That's how you turn them over there. Good job being ready, expecting them to be aggressive there. I will say, though, she would have done that spin move. It could have worked out for an easy layup because there was no one ready on the backside there.
Just can't drag a foot.
Yep. It's still 4:40. I mean, you talked about it, Chad. They can get back in this game in a hurry.
They can. Sense of urgency is not there. Bree Burnham off the back iron. Wildcats on the move. Campbell. Oof. Brooklyn Burnham comes up with the rebound.
Got numbers here.
Eagles have numbers. Mannion. In and out. Henry. Ooh,
Good hustle by Kim Henry.
And you don't have a timeout to call there if you're Simon to keep that possession.
Yep. Good call, Connor. Didn't have him. Got to save that last one.
Still staying with us.
Man, yeah, you can hear everything everyone is saying.
Yep.
And these headphones are noise canceling, so it's either coming through the crowd mic or we're.
It probably
really
is. We got to get us one of these stands.
I'm telling
really
you.
Working
It's
out
awesome.
well for us, yeah. Mannion thought about the 3. Bree drives, steps back out to Brooklyn.
Yeah, and another thing we're seeing, just overall lack of confidence to step into the shot. We saw, and I know the boys, it's different with that, but on boys on Tuesday night, Chad, we saw they were stepping into shots with confidence here. Not really seeing that with any sets by this Lady Eagles thus far.
Well, to be fair, they had a lot more time to get the shot off.
Very fair. Very fair.
Than the
very fair.
Lady Eagles are finding here tonight.
That is very fair.
Impressive defense by the Wildcats. They are scrappy. Missed just a lot of those high percentage shots not falling tonight for the Eagles, uncharacteristically so.
And then again, it is the first game of the
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
However, this is the first game of the year for the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats, too.
Yep.
Yep.
Now we're seeing that full court pressure we were used to seeing all year last year, Connor, it looks like.
And this is full court man. You're normally used to seeing a 2-2-1.
Yeah, usually you do.
So we'll see how this works.
A little different wrinkle on the pressure than we've seen tonight.
Maybe to try and cause some chaos.
Yeah, hopefully not too late.
This is where the presence of the Burnhams maybe handling this pressure. Maybe they get a little bit over aggressive at Springdale and push off on it, looking to get the basketball.
I'll tell you, though, that's a good foul by Mannion.
Yep.
Only her second. Springdale Har-Ber, they're fast.
They are really fast.
You know, we
And
normally
again,
look like we're way faster than the other team.
Exactly.
Not tonight.
And I mean, even against the good, I mean, whenever we played Nashville last year or Conway in this tournament, we still looked a really fast team. But compared to Springdale tonight,
Yeah. That is Maya Haney at the line for the Wildcats. Makes it a 12-point game. It's not going well. It's not going well here tonight. We're not accustomed to this. I think
No,
maybe it's good for us to have to deal with this too, you know?
I mean, and we always say with Coach Simon, he says he wants to make this non-conference schedule as tough as he can.
Somebody's got to grab the ball there. I mean, you can't just be that non-aggressive to go get the rebound. The ball's sitting there. Go grab it.
I think Bree thought it had
it had
gone
touched.
off of a Wildcat, and it had not.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I still want to see you aggressive. Go get the ball.
Right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Middleton comes up with a rebound. Eagles on the move, running out of time.
Got to look to go here.
3.5. Spot up jumper by Middleton is good. She's got 12 points.
And then really not very tough pressure by the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, that's smart. Smart by Middleton not to pick up that 5th foul. And a quick foul on the Wildcats. I didn't catch who that was on.
It was it 20?
24?
24, I believe.
Yeah, all right. Henry.
Yep. But now, I mean, you take a look, get a good offensive set here. You got it down to a single-digit game. So got to be a good possession here for the Lady Eagles.
Wide open 3 for Brooklyn. Middleton with the offensive rebound. Back to Brooklyn. Gets the foul. Just cannot get those layups to fall, but she will go to the free throw line.
It seems like Lakeside the other night for the boys. I mean, they couldn't get any layups to fall.
Couldn't buy a bucket.
And I think Coach Pennell said they shot around 25% from the field, Lakeside did.
Yeah, unfortunate shooting night for the Rams. Another missed free throw for the Eagles. Henry checks out, Buck checks in.
And you got to wonder, I mean, this is setting up to go all out with your pressure if you're the Lady Eagles if you're taking Kim Henry out.
Got to follow your shot. 10 of 20 from the free throw line. Those 10 points are the difference in the ball game. First game of the season for both teams. First round of the MWC Lady Cat Invitational.
Oh, wow. Well, there's your story of the night, Chad. If that's all right there.
Members bounce right there.
Maya Haney just lays it on to the back of the rim, and it falls in. Back to 13 is the lead. McKinley Campbell all over Sydney Middleton.
Nice look.
Nice pass, foul, and the bucket for Bree Burnham.
Yeah, good eye by Sydney Middleton, leading her perfectly there, Connor.
Looked like a quarterback right there going the out route, and a perfect pass complete.
Beautiful pass.
To Brianna Burnham and one
great finish.
Great catch.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
That's not looking good for my Powder Puff matchup Monday night.
That's one you got to go against?
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I think I'm going against the 12th grade, so shouldn't be that bad. Don't have to go against the Burnham twins.
Under 50% now from the charity stripe. Timeout called by Springdale Har-Ber with an 11-point lead. And we've got, 2:12 left. We've paid the bills.
I think it's safe to say so. I really just want to say, again, depending on it, the girls, if they can't get the win, they'll play 4 o'clock tomorrow here. We will not be able to stream that game, obviously, with boys going to play in the playoffs in round 1 tomorrow night against Joe T. Robinson. And then, obviously, depending on what goes on Saturday with the schedule, we will plan to be here for that one, as far as I know.
Yes, we will be here Saturday for the 3rd game of the tournament.
I plan not to be here for the Texas game, but knowing how good Texas is and how bad Arkansas is, I may be here for
Yeah, you know, Connor.
That's probably a smart move, Connor.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Waste my whole day to go watch them lose by 50, but hopefully that doesn't happen.
I almost did that with the Ole Miss game. I'm glad I did not go to that game.
I did do that to the Ole Miss game. That's why I'm regretting
Oh.
Yeah, you've seen enough. 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Eagles trying to come up with turnovers, and they do not. Brooklyn Owens makes it a 13. It was already a 13-point game. Well, maybe it wasn't. Math is hard.
And that's another turnover for the Lady Eagles.
Game slipping away under 2 minutes for the Lady Eagles. First round, really, really good Har-Ber team. Katie Simon.
What? Was it a warning for him, or did he get teed up?
No, got a sideline warning at, I don't know, what does it matter what the time is?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, they got to put it in the book. At 1:51, he got a coach warning.
Okay.
I've done
something.
Done the book a couple times.
All right. That's good. Good to know, Connor.
I don't know why you got to put it in there time-wise.
Normally,
but
I mean, they probably say that every time. I'm just not able to hear it most of the time, right? I mean, I heard it through something from 50 feet away, or however far away we are, 100 feet. Owens again makes it a 15-point game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe saying, you kind of mentioned it, Chad, when we were talking about this is something they can learn from in this game. A lot of stuff they can learn from. I mean, just communication-wise, execution-wise, there's a lot for the Lady Eagles to learn. And like we've said, it's game number 1, Connor.
Yeah, game number 1 as who got the end one there?
Brianna Burnham.
Brianna Burnham?
I don't know what I'm saying. It's like Chad said, it's late. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's late, guys.
Little Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's not
WC Lady Cat Invitational after dark.
It's not Pac-12 after dark.
Of course, it could be 5:15 and it'd be after dark.
That's true.
It just feels really late when it's been dark for 6 hours. Bree Burnham to the line to complete the 3-point play.
Good rebound there.
Really
good tip
good.
out.
That's going to be a travel, unfortunately, yep.
Turnover by the Eagles, 13-point lead. Minute 18 left in the ball game. Mannion checking back in. Out goes Brooklyn. We are back to pin drop. Audibles. That's off Katie Simon. Will remain with the Wildcats. 1:11 left.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, just what the finish is for these Lady Eagles in the final 1:11. How aggressive will they stay defensively? What does Coach Simon want to see from them to kind of seal the deal in this final minute?
Austin, it's not done yet. T-Mac put up 12 points in a minute.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Although he had a couple timeouts.
And he was also Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. That's an old school cut for Connor.
Yeah, 2000.
I know my NBA basketball.
Yep. Nice play there.
Wide
See, that's
open.
a really good set offensively.
Wide open, Sydney Middleton makes it an 11-point game.
Did Kylan kick that, or did
I
it just
believe she did. Or it went off her knee, I think.
is that the knee? She tore ACL too? Ugh.
She's okay. Kylan Kinney into the game for the Eagles. Floater is good by Jasmine MacArthur.
And that sums up the night there. I mean,
Yep.
Sorry.
I would definitely agree with you there, Connor.
That was Brooklyn Owens on the bucket.
Can't get nothing going right now.
And Simon is going to throw in the towel. In comes Buck and Duff.
And I think it's safe to say, based on his performance tonight, we're going to have to keep an eye out on the Springdale team, to say the least. They are going to, I don't know how they'll do against Nashville, but if they make it to that final against Conway and they play like this defensively, they're going to give them a really good fight.
Yep, and they're itching to see Conway again, I'm sure, after losing to them in the second round last year. Wildcats not done, not content with 13-point lead. That was MacArthur driving, got fouled, and will head to the free throw line. Foul on Alex Duff. Middleton did survive with 4 fouls. Played an entire quarter without picking up number 5.
Yep, really good for her. And I believe if I'm correct, she is the leading scorer of the night, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Middleton with 14. Mannion with 10. Bree and Brooklyn both with 7. And Kim Henry with 8. Haven Buck with 3 points, all from the free throw line. Buck in now as point guard, leading the offense. Turnover by the Lady Eagles. 4.7 ticks left in this ball game. Yeah, 6A West definitely should be the number 1 team in the 6A West.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Based on what I saw tonight here.
Yeah, for sure. And the Lady Eagles go down 63-49 to the Springdale Har-Ber Wildcats. That's an impressive team.
Yes.
Played outstanding defense all night long. Lady Eagles just couldn't ever quite get it going.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing going. I mean, credit to Springdale Har-Ber. The defense was the story. The communication defensively. Great backside help, great rotations. I mean, even the certified back cut plays that are always money for the Lady Eagles were not working tonight. So credit to them defensively. And then the three-point shooting. They got going hot from 3 in that third quarter, kind of opened the game up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, you think the Springdale Har-Ber team can go a long ways in the 6A. But don't forget, Fourth and the North Side was first in the 6A West last year,
That
along
is
with
true.
Fayetteville at 2.
That is
so,
true.
You know, I might need to pay attention to the 6A West. That's going to be a fun
It is going to
conference
be a
this year.
fun conference there, especially if the Springdale Har-Ber team continues to play defensively the way they did tonight.
Yep, that's going to do it here for us tonight. Make sure you come back tomorrow night as the Eagle football team heads to Joe T. Robinson for the first round of the 5A playoffs. And then come back and see us on Saturday for the third round of the MWC Lady Cat Invitational. Opponent to be determined. We'll keep you posted on that probably tomorrow night at the football game. See how that's going. We should know something by then for sure.
Yep.
Throughout that game. For Chad Hearn, Austin Wader, Connor Hudgens, and Andrew Hearn. Good night, everyone.